Okay. You are now tuned into the Blanime podcast.
A mulberry is a tree, Coolbar is a man, and I'll prove it. This world shall know pain.
Welcome to the Blanime podcast.
Trying to I'm not trying to fool with the manga, so I'm waiting. I'm happy. I knew it was coming, even though I feel like it's some whole shit coming still. I'll take it. I'll take where they at right now.
Well, you know, you don't even have to read the manga. You already know that Toriyama's gonna Toriyama. So I really think he don't like Vegeta. Like, he just like, bro, fuck this nigga. I'm not gonna give him his fucking dub. I don't read the manga either, but from what I took from it is that essentially he got his fucking his power ups and shit like that, or whatever he had going on, and then he still ended up taking that L. So we gonna pray for.
That shit is so annoying, bro. Like, I hadn't heard that part. I just knew like that nigga powered up, and they were saying that he probably did get the dub against what was his name? See, that's what I'm saying, because people been trying to Moro. Okay, because I was like, bro. I was like, it's time. It's beyond time.
He's not getting his dub.
Years.
He's not getting his dub. It's not happening. You gotta let it go. He's not getting his dub. He never is getting his dub. The only dub that he technically would have gotten was against Frieza in Dragon Ball Super, but Frieza blew the fucking planet up. So then they had to let Goku get the dub at the end. So he's never getting his fucking dub,
bro. And I can't wait, because I'm waiting that going with that Des Bryant tweet, because
here you go. Here you go.
He barked. It's because I was knocking on the table.
Oh, okay. He thought somebody was at the door.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Boy, I was crying. I hope his toy, Chad put that toy up too, where he can't get it. Because I read him that tweet Chris had tweeted me, where he was like, it was the other day, he was like, so we're not going to talk about how Sine had that dog in the background sounding like with that beat. I was like, nigga, if they just, he do this all day long.
Cardi funny as hell. Cardi be quiet the whole time before we start podding, and then during he start cutting up.
When he want to play, that's why I gave him one of his hemp treats.
I'm fucking dead. Look at him.
Say hi, bye-bye. Say hi.
Look at your Akamaru.
Yeah, it's your Akamaru. Even though
Cardi Maru.
You don't get bigger. Cardi Maru, but you don't get bigger. Look at you. Look at that paw. Look at that paw. Just that puppy. Who is that? You want to get down? Yeah, he's acting really good since I gave him his hemp treat. I gave it to him.
Hemp treat. Wait, is it like real hemp in that shit? Mm-hmm. Wow.
I got it from, let me get it. Yep, hemp quiet moments. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it's your fucking, whatchamacallit?
So,
wow, I need to get one of those from Rain.
They actually, up to 26 pounds, you give them 1, 27 to 52. It says 20, you usually try to give it to them 30 minutes prior to a stressful situation, and no more than one, or the necessary dosage per 12 hours. So I don't give them to him every few days. He likes them. He likes how they taste. So if I'm going to bathe them, I usually give him one. And then like today, I was like, you know what? I don't have time for this. So I was like, I'm going to give you one so you'll calm down. Hey, back up. Because he always go on the bag trying to get back up. You come over here wagging your tail.
Or Cardi. Oh, Nay, I don't know if you peeped, but this is episode 78. So this actually marks a year and a half officially.
That's crazy.
So
oh my God.
This is technically halfway through the year now at this point. So
Oh yeah, it is. It is. That's so crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, I gotta get some gunshots and some round of applause for this. For a year and a half. A year and a half of the Blanime podcast.
That's so crazy.
I'm cutting up on
We
episode
have been
100.
pushing this thing out. Oh, that shit gonna be. I'm trying to think of all the wild shit. All the wild shit we can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to figure. I'm about to figure some shit out for episode 100 too. We probably just gonna cut up. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this is cut up season. We gonna be. I can't believe we've been doing this long.
Oh, I do got more good news too.
Crazy.
So I forgot to tell you. So in the month of June, we've also gotten 3 new patrons join the Patreon. So yeah, 3, and then so now we're at 29. So now we're just one away from our goal of 30. So
30. Oh my gosh, are they guineas like me?
So the most recent ones have all been. The most recent 3 have all been 5 and up. I know that much. So yeah, they're not getting
okay. So this is okay, you know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's okay. You gonna make
they
it.
They got that money.
You gonna make it to.
They got money.
Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, fuck that shit. You. Let's get a round of applause for you with this new job though. I'm about to start asking Nate for money.
I'm be that close.
Donations.
You sound like Ben texting something like you wealthy.
Donation.
We need them. We need them.
Umar. Dr. Umar.
We need them. Donations.
Nah, don't. That's my name this week. Donations.
You can't say donations without Nay. Let's fucking go.
Once I officially start, I am gonna get is tuning demon S-class demon. I'm the S-class demon when I start. So.
Yeah, it's getting S-class demon, and then Ultra Instinct is the last level.
I might skip to that Ultra Instinct once I start this.
Hold on now, you gonna make me up mine? Shit.
I'm so happy, bro.
So round of applause for Nay in this new job.
Thank you. Cause y'all niggas know I've been unemployed for months. So
listen, I'm so proud of you. I know you've been busting your ass to get this new job. So, and then studying on top of that, like.
Yes. And I actually still have to probably, I don't know when I'm going to start yet. I know they sent me on my paperwork. So it was kind of like I was referred into the position.
Okay.
And I did everything backwards. So I was referred. They got my resume, did the interviews. They were like, okay, we're going to go ahead and go with you. So it was like I'm starting to do the like yesterday, I kind of pretty much did the application.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah.
Right. So I'm kind of going backwards now. So they told me that they got to get, since it's kind of going backwards, some approval stuff going. So I think in a probably sometime, not next week, but the week after, everything should be good. And then they'll give me my start date.
Yeah, I done got hired.
Remote until further notice.
Oh, shit. You ain't got to fucking go nowhere.
I was like, that is so lit.
I done got hired somewhere where I got hired like immediately because I knew somebody on the ends. And then after the fact, on my first day, I had to do the fucking personality shit so they could just have it on record. You know, the little
and that's all that good stuff. So
stupid.
That's what they sent me. Yes, it is. So that's what they sent me yesterday, and they were like, "Okay, go ahead and get all this completed." So I sent that in, and then my friend that referred me, she was like, "Hey, they talked to me. You're good to go." She was like, "But they said it's gonna probably take a week or two since we did everything backwards to go through the process, the back end of how they do it." I guess I was like, as long as I know I got it, that's all that matters. So. Finally employed. Fuck Corona.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so proud of you, Naichiko Kurosaki, with her new job. Yeah. Shout out to Nate for her new job. I'm so proud, man. It's a lot of stress off your mental.
Yes, definitely.
Probably Chad too.
And yes, because he be hearing my mouth about it this whole time.
Hell yeah.
And it just sucks, like, because of course I'm not the only one who went through it with the coronavirus. Like it's a shit ton of people, like, it's the same situation. So, there's a lot of us going through the same thing. But guys, it's gonna work out.
It is
sooner or later, and for me it was a little later, which is fine. I'm not complaining.
Listen, I'm happy you got a job. I'm just remind you, this working shit is still ghetto. So let's remember that. Nigga, having to get up every day to go to work is still ghetto as hell.
Dude, This is so funny. So random, but I did a phone interview, and then I had to do a Zoom interview. And the lady that I did the Zoom interview, cool as hell. I like her. I think that's who I'll be reporting to when I start. She was like, sorry, I'm, kind of dressed down. I'm very casual. She's like, we're at home. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I had my little blazer and all that stuff on, and then I had on some damn shorts in the bottom. So I'm like, you don't know, I'm really casual on the lower end. And I guess it was like her husband or something. He walked in and he took his shirt off, and like, I guess maybe they have a pool or something, because it looked like he had put like some sunglasses on and a hat, and I don't think he knew what she was doing. I was trying so hard not to like look behind her, like, nigga, he just took his shirt off. I was glad. I was like, Lord, I'm glad that's all he did, because some people, I've heard the stories, like people who've been on Zoom calls and they significant other walk in, get dressed, getting undressed and shit. You like, excuse me.
Seen a video of this chick, like they was in a Zoom meeting, and she forgot that she had her camera on, so she like ran into the bathroom and started taking a shit mid fucking meeting, and they're all looking at her like, and then she realizes it while she's on the toilet. She said, "Oh!" and slaps the fucking laptop closed. I'm like, yo.
I was gonna say, it's too late now.
It's too fucking late now. They didn't see your drawers go down. They didn't see you sit on that fucking pot. You out. It's out now.
Bro, I would be sick.
The jig is up.
Shit would be so funny.
The fucking jig is up.
Would be so funny.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just hoping Carrier don't do no weird shit when I'm working, like play with his toy. Like, what's that in the background?
Listen, when I was working from home with Michaela, oh my God, I was so stressed out. I really thought I was that nigga. Like, I was like, fuck it, I can take care of a fucking 2-month-old and still work from home. Without Jennifer here, nope.
Without Jennifer,
nope.
I can't even imagine.
I had to call my boss one day. Yeah, they don't be doing shit though. Them niggas there, they pretty much entertain themselves. Michaela, on the other hand, I had to call my boss. I was like, hey, I can't get nothing done. This baby won't stop crying. And so that's when I had to start going to Rose's house to work from home whenever I was still working from home, going over there. So she could watch Rose, and I could still be there to help if I needed to, but I don't have to hear fucking
she can still get work done.
Michaela in the fucking thing and me having to apologize to people. Hey, I'm sorry, I have my child with me. And,
which I'm sure people are understanding, because everybody's working from home, and like, I get it.
They understand, but it's mad unprofessional.
Yeah, but it was unprecedented times. It wasn't your fault. It really was. I mean, because I've heard some of the stories, man. Like, people were saying, like, my kids, in the background, I'm yelling at them and shit, and like trying to help them with work, school work too, and got dogs and shit and cats and like just everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's tough. But shout out to everybody that's on the verge of getting their new job.
Yes.
And shout out to everybody that's enjoying the time not being in the office. And shout out to our new Patreon people. I actually had their names. Yes. I want to say their names real quick too, so I can recognize them. Yeah, the three that I was talking about was Jim John, which I don't know if that's a real name or if that's his real or if that's alias. Taja, and then Colin. So shout out to y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you. these donations are very appreciated, and you keep the podcast going. And then, of course, shout out to everybody else and the producers on the show, all the Ultra Instinct levels. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I need to take care of before we get into the damn pod here? I think I'm good. I think we're good.
That might be it, yeah.
I'll think about it later. Yeah. So, but yeah, we got a lot to get into. That's what I was thinking about. Happy fucking Juneteenth.
Yes.
Yes. So technically, it isn't Juneteenth anymore. It's June 20th. but you know, it's still Juneteenth fucking weekend. Yeah, so you know, it is what it is. We both got home mad late last night, and it was just like, you know what, let's just record on Juneteenth Eve or June post-teenth or whatever.
Yes, but we was out there Juneteenth. I hope you guys got to celebrate, bro. Speaking of that, this is right down the street from your house. So this my homegirl's friend had like a little Juneteenth thing. You know what that neighborhood Walmart is?
Yes.
I guess that's Lemon.
It's Lemon 75.
So you know there's a cemetery back there.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a cemetery right outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So next to the cemetery, it's like a memorial park, and it's for the it's called Freeman's Memorial Park, and it's basically all the enslaved people in that. Yes, bro. I'm gonna send you some of the pictures that I took.
What?
And so, yes, bro. And in the front of it, it has two Africans, like a woman and a man. And then when you walk in, it has like a big ass statue right in front of you of a man and a woman that were like slaves that were like bending over. And then they have two other ones, and they have like a lot of like poems and stuff around it. And then they show, like, it was one headstone thing we saw that said it was like 5,000 remains, over like 5,000 remains for African enslaved Africans. And then there was another one that had like 1,100 remains. And then I think there might have been even two more. And they said they did that. It took them pretty much forever to get it done with the city of Dallas. But when they built 75, that's where all the enslaved Africans who had died were buried. So when they built 75, they basically like, fuck them, exhumed all that shit and built the highway. And then the families of those enslaved people were like, no, we want a burial for our family members and shit. And so they came with the city of Dallas. It took like, I think maybe reading the description they had, it probably took like 20 years for them to come to some type of conclusion and then be able to
what?
Bro, and it's right there. Like, Walmart is right there. Like, we parked in Walmart's parking lot and walked to it. Like, it's right there by them other cemeteries. And I was like, this whole time, I just thought that was part of the cemetery. I actually thought it was a park. Because, you know, there's a couple parks over there.
Yeah, it's a basketball court over there, too.
Over there, yeah. So I actually just thought that was the park, but it's technically part of that cemetery. But it's specifically for the enslaved people that were in Texas or in Dallas at the time that were buried there.
That's fucking nuts.
I'm gonna send you the pictures because I was like, as many times as I've been to this Walmart.
I go over there to that Walmart all the fucking time.
All the time. And watch, when you see, you're gonna be like, I did not know that's what it was. It really looks like it's part of the cemetery, like another entrance. Mm-hmm. You know, they have different entrances. That's kind of what it looks like, but it's gated off from the other cemetery that's right there. It's crazy. It blew me. That's when we did she did her Juneteenth thing and I was like, damn, I did not know that was over here. And then when I seen like why they had it, I was like, that's even crazier to know that the burial was 75 was the damn burial ground at one point, and then they built 75 on it.
Fuck 75.
No,
I ain't using it no more.
I hate that. I was so mad that my phone took me on 75 yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna send you them pictures though. Like that, I was like, wow. It kind of made it real. I was like, I didn't realize. You think, you know, because I know there was a lot of controversy yesterday with people not realizing that Texas is the reason for Juneteenth.
Yes,
but like, I never put Dallas. You know, like
you don't ever really think about.
Thought like. Yeah, the area, like, oh, Dallas is like was part of it too, duh. So when I seen that, I mean, I was just blown back. I was like, damn, what?
Yeah. For listeners that don't know what Juneteenth is when all of the slaves were officially freed, which was the last state. Texas was the last one to get freed, I believe. And
It was like 2 years later.
Yeah, it was like 2 years later. So I think it was June 19, 1865. If I got the year right, I think it's 1865.
Yeah,
I think it's something like that. It's either 1865 or 1867. What's one of those? But
yeah, one of those.
Yeah, but yeah, that's nuts. So I definitely took off yesterday because I work for Indians and like Indians, not Native Americans, and they don't care about none of that. So I told them I wasn't coming into work on Friday, and they just said cool, and that's what it was. I didn't even give them a reason.
They already knew the reason because it's too much stuff going on.
They might have known.
People making it, official holidays and national holidays. They probably seen something online like, oh, okay, that's why he's not coming. Cool.
Whether they knew or not, just know that the one black employee that y'all have wasn't coming in on Juneteenth. So
period. Period.
The one
when I was working at my old job, I don't want to say the name because y'all know it, but that one I had place. Forever. Every Juneteenth, boy, I was off because I'm like, people take off for Cinco de Mayo. We automatically off for July 4th. It didn't matter if it was on a Tuesday, Wednesday. I was off, and I don't think they ever knew. The other black lady in the office knew why I was taking off, but I don't think anybody else in the office knew why I would take off. I mean, it did not fail. They already knew. June 19th, I won't be here.
Yep. Shit. And that's facts. And that's on my ancestors.
On period.
Yeah, so yeah, that shit. That's a wild ass fact, and I now I want to like low key go by there because that hoe is down the fucking street from my house. So
it's like 5 minutes in your house.
Yeah, so
I was blown away. I was like, I wonder if Mike knows.
Yeah, I rarely go to it at Walmart because I pass by. I have a Target and Kroger that are closer, but there's certain things like that Walmart I think is open 24/7. So usually if it's something I go there for, I go real fucking late at night or something like that. Mm-hmm. I randomly seen, do you know Elijah Olabo? He Olabo. Big Goat.
Yeah.
I randomly seen him there when I was walking there the other day. He was walking there, I was walking in, and he gave me the head nod. And I didn't recognize him at first because he still had his quarantine beard and his quarantine fade.
Oh,
so he was like hairy. I was like, Goat? I don't know. Yeah, Goat is very, very dark complexion. So it's not too many people I know that are as dark as him. And so I recognized and I peeped. And I was like, oh, that's Goat. So yeah, we call him Goat.
That is so funny. I guess they do stay out.
They stay closer
that
to
way
it
because him, JR. I mean, I've ran.
No, he rooms with
Uptown.
He rooms with McGraw. That's his roommate.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've run into all of them, Travar, McGraw. I've run into them before in Uptown, so I figured that they stayed in that. I didn't know that, but I figured they stayed in
they live literally down the street, like where Ross is. They live down the street, towards the corner of Ross and 75. Like they live right there. So
damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So yeah, they live down the street from me. So.
So everybody's in that area.
Yeah, but we get mad off topic. I'm sorry, guys. So
sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is episode 78. This is our 1.5 year mark here, and it is on Juneteenth, which makes it even specialer. Word.
But yeah, it's gonna be special.
Today. Okay, fuck it. Ebonics only today on this podcast.
No, really, I'm so weak.
They sick of me.
I am dead.
All right, yeah. So, cool. So we got a lot of black shit to talk about too. So, I'm very happy about that.
Excited.
My stepmom texted me. Sorry. All right. So, all right. Let's get in these current watches because we got a lot of shit to cover, and we already fucking 24 minutes in. So,
okay.
Who you want to go first? Me or you?
You go first, because I kind of seen.
I'm
starting next week. I'm going to start putting my stuff on the docket too, but
because I'll be forgetting, so I have to put it there when I know what I watched this week.
See, and I always go to my Annie list, so that's but I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah,
but you got some interesting stuff on there.
Yes, so
JoJo.
Yeah. So I had a plan for this Juneteenth, and I didn't get anything done that I wanted to do on this Juneteenth plan. So I was off yesterday, of course, and Jennifer was off too, but she had to go, and she actually had a interview too for herself. So she was gone. Yeah. So it was just me and the baby for the top half of the day, and I was planning to not do shit but watch anime and kick it that morning until I was going to leave to go to my mom's house to barbecue later on. So I started watching. My plan was to finish Tower of God and finish part 5 of JoJo's Adventure, and I didn't finish neither one. But I did watch a lot of episodes of each. So next week, I'm going to be able to tell you the end of part 5 of JoJo's and the end of Tower of God. Which, Nate, I also wanted to think, do you want to do like a Tower of God review next week?
Yes, we can. I'm only like 3 episodes behind. I'm 2 or 3 episodes. So
I'm on episode 7.
Okay, so I'm on episode 9. So I'm actually ahead. Okay.
Yeah. So I think we can finish that one. It's it's only, what is it, 12 episodes. So I think we actually should,
12 or 13 or something. So
so
cool.
we can do. I think maybe you think we should do like reviews once a month, maybe?
Yes, that would be really good. I was thinking that.
Okay, we'll talk about it and shit. So yeah. All right, so yeah, Tower of God review coming next week. So yeah, but I did watch Tower of God. It's really, really fucking good. And I actually, y'all don't kill me, I did watch it in dub too, because my boy Johnny Young Bosch is Bam's voice in or Bomb's voice in English. So
it's already on episode 7. They've already dubbed it that far.
It stops at 6. So I've seen 1 through 6. I just have to. I'll probably have to watch it in sub going forward. But yeah, but it's 6 dubbed on Verve and Crunchyroll. But don't use Crunchyroll's app. It's trash. So yeah, I've seen that and it looks really fucking good. I'm really excited that I didn't watch majority of it until now, because now I can just watch the shit straight through instead of watching it week to week and everything. So so yeah, if you haven't caught up on Tower of God, please catch up, because we're giving a full spoiler review next week. Yes.
So y'all will still have almost a week by the time y'all hear it to actually finish it.
Yes. So. No, yeah, they'll have a full week, because this will drop on Monday, and then the review episode will drop. Yeah. This episode will drop on Monday, and then the review episode will drop the following Monday. So they'll have a full week from the time that they listen to this episode. Yeah.
Finish it. Yes. So y'all be okay.
Okay.
Fair
cool.
warning.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, Tower of God. Yeah. I did watch that. I've been enjoying it so far. I don't want to get too far into the details, because there's a lot of things I have to rewatch, and so I can make sure I understand fully. But I'm definitely enjoying Tower of God. I did watch a few more episodes of Mob Psycho. Mob's character development is really, really good right now. He really didn't have a personality in season 1, and he's starting to kind of inch along and get more personality into himself, and that's starting to affect him. So Mob Psycho season 2, Mob Psycho 100 season 2 is getting really good as far as the character development of Mob. I'm interested to see who's gonna be I thought I saw the big bad, but it wasn't him. He already beat him, so we gotta see who's gonna be the big bad of the season. Okay. And last thing for me, I did watch a few more episodes of JoJo's Part 5. So somebody that I thought had died isn't dead. And then they just revealed the main bad person of the whole season. So, and he's fucking shit up real bad. He's really fucking shit up. No, he's definitely fucking shit up on some dual personality type shit. So it's nuts. Yeah, Nate, you gotta push through season 3. You gotta push through part 3.
I just seen somebody say, "Can I skip part 3?" Because
I did see that too, like, but you can't though.
I'm like, look, I liked it. I was like, I agree.
I saw that too, and I understand it and I sympathize with it, but you cannot skip part 3. the thing that you with part three. The part three turns up on the back half of it. Part three is weird because it's a part, but they also split it into two parts. So it's fucking weird. But you have to bear with them and watch part three. Do you remember what episode you on?
Yeah, I haven't picked back up since Joseph and the lady had put that thing on him that was growing, and like he had to fight it off his arm. It looked like a keloid, but it was like a person. It did. She kept getting bigger and bigger, and it turned into like that thing. Yeah, I literally have not watched any since that episode. But yeah. I'm going to.
This is
it did
mad.
look like a keloid.
This is mad off subject because every time I hear keloid, I have to laugh because whenever the first time I realized what a keloid was, I was in high school, and the reason why I realized it is because this girl had actually asked me to be her boyfriend, and she had a big keloid on her fucking ear, and so that wasn't the reason why I told her no. But I always remember that keloid whenever I hear the word keloid. So
I hate you. I really hate you. And we go talk off screen because I feel like in a sense I really feel like I know who you're talking about, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh God, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
I hope I just didn't incriminate myself. Well, fuck it. That was over 10 years ago. We got to get over that.
Yeah, this is true.
But I feel like I know who you're talking about. I said no. I wasn't shit back then anyway, so I helped her, to be honest. So
I helped her.
It was. I did her a solid by saying no. I wasn't shit. No, it wasn't good. No,
I am so dead.
So every time I hear keloid, I fucking laugh my ass off, boy.
I'm weak. It did look like, but it did not initially like on his.
Yeah, you did. It did.
I was like, damn, like this cute. I was like, what the fuck is that? And then all that shit. I'm gonna keep watching, but I was like, I just had to take that in pieces. Like I just can't. It is bizarre as fuck.
Oh, listen, if you go search me and Sensei's tweets. I literally remember, like, you can ask Sensei, I used to complain to him about part 3. I'm like, bro, this shit's repetitive as fuck. It's repetitive as fuck. It's the same shit every fucking episode. It's monster of the week type shit. And he was like, look, nigga, wait, Sensei's voice. Come on, nigga, look, if you wait until you get to this certain part and it's going to turn up. And it did turn up. And it was, I won't say it was worth it for the last fight, but the last fight is really fucking significant to the show to me. Yeah, it is, but it isn't. But you know they looking for Dio, so you gotta do it for Dio. Basically, this nigga is caused problems in 3 parts now.
Yeah,
and
this is true.
Majority of the time he was dead. So
this is true. This is true. I'm gonna try to push through it and finish it here soon.
You got to. You 100% got to. Matter of fact, Dio's caused issues in literally all 5 parts.
That's crazy.
Either directly or indirectly.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So yeah, watch part 5. I'm not pushing anybody to be a JoJo stan. Lord knows, me myself, Unbothered Mike, used to shit on JoJo's heavily. And then I finally forced myself, and now I'm really happy about part 4 and part 5. So it is what it is. I still don't understand why niggas love it the way that they do, but I do understand liking the show.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think those are the main 3. I gotta put Michaela's watches. She actually finished. She actually finished all of Avatar, so she's seen all. Good. She's finished all 3 parts of Avatar, and just finished the Zuko. I mean the Ong and Aang and what's his name, Fire Lord Ozai, whatever his name is. That fight. So yeah, she finished all that shit.
Good.
She's very happy.
This is her first anime.
Yeah, she did. Now she's watching Despicable Me.
Oh, I love the Minions though.
She loves that show. She loves that movie. That's crazy. I just put it on randomly. I was like, maybe she'll like this one. She literally didn't cry. She was watching the fuck out of that shit.
That is dope. Oh, she's so cute. She's growing up so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much in the House of Herod what all we've been watching over here. So what about you, Nate?
Yo, okay. So as well, I watched the episode of Tower of God, and I am at the part, Mikey, I'm a little ahead of you.
You good.
So, but I was gonna say you are right there anyway, so it's not like I'm really giving it away, but they're broken up into teams, and like team A and team A and team B, and they have to defeat the ranker, which they show him at the end of 6, which is the dark-skinned dude with the red hair. I'm assuming he's black.
Oh yeah. I seen him.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. So he's a ranker, and so literally is going into, they're split up into at least 2 teams. I know it's team A and team B, and like, you know, Rock, him and somebody else, they've already passed, so they don't have to do it. So Khan is on team A and Bomb is on team B, and then there's some other people that's still significant that we've been seeing that they've made friends with and stuff. But team A, where I'm at now, team A went, and now team B is about to go. So and I'll just leave it at that. And that was pretty good. I need to keep watching it, but it's not that I just sometimes I'll watch an episode and then I'll go to something else. And I didn't really watch a lot of stuff this week. So outside of that, I started Scum's Wish, and I'm almost done with that. And woo, Chile, these I'm so upset with. I can't even think of the woman on the timeline who told me to watch it. Oh, if I can remember her name. I'm gonna go back through my tweets. Her and Polo and Tail. Y'all wrong for telling me to watch it. I like it, but it is super etchy. It's really so etchy, and I think Chris is watching it right now too. But it's etchy to the point that I damn near really don't want to watch it.
Damn, is that much
etchy? But it because of how it get. It's just a lot. Can I even go back to the first episode? So basically, I can. And if I'm giving a little bit too much away, then y'all just forgive me. But basically, it's about this girl named Hannah who is in love with her teacher, but she calls her teacher brother. So I was thrown off at first because she was calling him brother. And so I'm like, is this going to be some incest shit? But really, he's just somebody that's a little older than her that grew up in the neighborhood with her. So he always like looked out for her.
Like a brother figure.
Her teacher. Yes, so she called him brother, but they're not blood related. So I was like, ooh, okay, because I was like, I'm gonna turn this off if that's the case. But she's in love with her teacher, and then it's like a new teacher, a woman teacher at the campus who I guess is, you know, flirting with her teacher, and she kind of gets jealous, and so she runs into this guy, and he's actually in love with the female teacher. So they're like, well, since neither one of us can have our teachers, let's just date. And yeah, so they're like, you know, since we can't have them, I guess we can just try to fill the void with each other, but not really like fall in love.
What?
That's just the first episode. And then it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And where I'm at now, it's just too much. And I'm not going to give it away when I finish it. So next pod, I will be talking about it. And you're going to be like, is this real? Like, this shit is bad. Like, they right. I thought Domestic Girlfriend was bad. This is way worse. This is way worse. And it's way etchier. Like, they were just really horny on Domestic Girlfriends, but it wasn't that etchy. This is like horny and etchy. And then it starts touching on some other stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna talk about it next week. I don't want to give too much of it away.
To be fair, it is called Scum's Wish, which makes me.
And they some scum. They are some scum. And what's crazy is the bitches that are scum. I'm so serious, bro. Like it's competition. It's competition. Bro, I'm just not gonna give it. When I get done with it, I have 2 episodes left. I will give a full disclosure, spoilers on it next week. and just talk about it because it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit.
Oh,
It really is. I like it though, but it's some bullshit. It is. But I'm like, wow, I'm really in this slice of life. I like drama slice of life. That's me. It has to be drama-fied, I see, for me to watch it. Yes, I did not think I'd
wow.
get to this.
Nay's over here in her slice of life bag again.
I am. I can't believe it. Because I've never finished a slice of life this fast.
Well, shit, why don't you fucking watch Beastars then while you at it?
Because I was just going to say, I'll go ahead and watch Beastars because I feel like Domestic Girlfriends and Scum's Wish and that are probably along the same lines, except it's just animals. Like, because this, just like I said with Domestic Girlfriend, I think her name was, I can't remember her name in the other one right now. But I was like, oh, she kind of reminds me of the Girl Rabbit. And Keith was like, yeah, she definitely, they're like the same character. Same thing in this one. It's a couple people that probably are similar to the Girl Rabbit in Beastars.
Yeah, it's definitely some freak shit in Beastars, but it's not a whole lot. Like there's few and far between. Like there's one episode where the majority of the freak shit happens, and other than that, it's not a whole lot. So you don't have to worry about
Scum's Wish. If you are not into ecchi, I would not like it. To me, it is really, really borderline hentai. Like that's how ecchi it is. Like you damn near like, I know y'all not finna get this close. Like y'all not finna go this far. I know y'all not finna go this far. And then they stop it right before it could get to that point. But it is super ecchi. So that's kind of like a fair warning if you decide to watch it. But it's pretty good. I like it. And that's all I really got to watch this week. Scum's Wish is on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure. When I looked it up, it said Crunchyroll, but I couldn't find it on there. So if you do plan on watching it, you can find it on Amazon Prime, guys.
Well,
Amazon Prime got that heat.
Yeah. Which that's also going to bring us to another point we have later on in the show, whatever. One of our questions, but yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's current watches. Nay, I'm very shocked at you and your anime growth in June has been, superb. So
thank you. Like I'm surprised at myself.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point that you're at, but man, I'm very impressed.
Thank you. I've really tried to step it up. I'm surprised myself. Like I said, I think it has to be, for me with the slice of life, it has to be super drama. Like, and these have been like super drama. And I'm actually surprised that I've actually just kind of really kept trying to go through it because like Domestic Girlfriend was so much. I was like, okay, I can't watch more than like 2 episodes at a time. This I started, today is Saturday. I started like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. Probably Wednesday. And I'm almost done. It's only 12 episodes though, so it's a quick one.
Okay. Well, shout out to you and Scum's Wish and Domestic Girlfriend. Wait, you finished Domestic Girlfriend or no?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
Okay. Wow.
They I see everybody said that they haven't dropped the season 2, but if I want to know what happens after where it stopped, I could pick up the manga, but I'm not doing probably any major manga reading until we do the manga challenge.
Yeah, which will be after football season starts.
Holidays, yeah.
Yeah.
Holiday time, so I'm excited, guys. These damn flies and shit are ridiculous.
Yo, these fruit flies since it got hot outside have been fucking nuts. Damn. I got the apple cider vinegar like around the house, so I tried to catch their ass, and I don't think none of them bitches have caught one of them yet.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But anyway, let's get down to the shit. Okay. So
Our segment, guys.
Ask Blanime is back. Now I'm not making sure I don't forget and shit like that. So we actually had a lot of fucking questions here. So let me go back to them and get it pulled up here on the good old IG. I hope some of them didn't go away. Let me see if they went away. It's been over 24 hours. Oh, yep, it has been over 24 hours. And so let me get it pulled up here another way. All right. So first one was that, and this was actually directed towards you, Nay. Fire Force season 2 about to be lit. When is Nay gonna watch it? When is
Somebody said that.
Nay, the spotlight is on you. When are you gonna finish season 1 of Fire Force?
Okay, so season 2 is dropping next month, right? Like,
yeah, I think it's like at the end of July.
End of July.
I think
I will attempt to pick it up next week. Because I honestly, I don't think I shitted on it, but I just said at that time. So let me go back, y'all. Dr. Stone came out. Fire Force.
Yep.
Was it AOT?
No, AOT was done already.
I don't know if they dropped it. Okay, so I know it was Dr. Stone. It was Fire Force, and I can't think of what else might have came out during. I think
Vinland. I think we were watching Vinland too around that time.
Okay, so I definitely dropped everything for that because I think that was summer last year when they dropped summer 2020.
Yeah, I think it ran from summer to the end of fall type shit.
Fall. So I dropped everything for the summer, and then like I ended up picking Dr. Stone back up once it ended. So to be fair, I dropped everything. It wasn't like I just was like, I don't really just fuck with Fire Force, but I wasn't really feeling it. I think I literally stopped when Shinra. This is like the very beginning, like episode like 5 maybe, when they went into that, I don't know, I don't want to say burning building, but
I know what you're talking about.
Into somebody, so it was like maybe the very first villain like that shows.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. It was that shows, what's his name? Joker? I think his name was like Joker or some shit like that.
Something like that. So it was very, very early, and like I said, I just kind of dropped everything. So I'm not opposed to it. I've heard really good things. I want to say our friends over at Mike Check Waifu.
I was just about to say you got to watch their review.
Yeah,
or listen to their review.
Yeah, they spoke. See, and I didn't want to because I know they give full spoilers, so I didn't listen to it because I didn't want to. Because I had the intentions of going ahead and watching it eventually. So I'll probably try to slowly get through it before season 2 drops.
And I'll put it like this. So I also dropped it for a long time, and I finally picked it back up and finished it and everything. So its pacing is a little bad here and there, but it definitely is worth it because the animation's fire, no pun intended. The sound design is amazing. And the story, like the last flight scene, I would probably say top 10 of the year for 2019. So yeah.
Was it the anime style, the animation itself, and it just like, was it visually stunning or like the movement? Like what made it?
It hit all categories. So it was a surprise factor in it because the good thing about fight scenes is that if some unexpected shit happens, you have to do it right, and it can't be no shit that everybody's going to expect. Like we know we get into when we watch Dragon Ball Z and Goku pulls another transformation out his ass. We know this already, and that's fine. But if you're gonna do some shit, then you gotta do it right. And so there was an unexpected factor that happened in the last fight. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but if you've already seen Fire Force, you'll know what I'm talking about. And like I said, the sound, the animation, all of that, all 10s for me. It was really, really good. And I think that it didn't get the credit it deserves. And Fire Force has a black character that's amazing. So I love her.
Pretty.
Yes.
And I've seen her on the timeline. Yeah. So
Hibana.
I'm dead. Bye.
I love her.
So, go ahead. I mean, like I said, it wasn't that I don't remember ever shitting on it. I just was like, it was just. I just kind of dropped. Like I said, I dropped Dr. Stone at that time too, and we know Dr. Stone was really good. I think I started watching older stuff just to try to get my anime game together to have some of those other, main classics under my belt, or some of the other popular ones. So I would definitely try to at least finish it before season 2 comes out. Y'all can hold me accountable.
All right. Yeah, I gotta hold Nate accountable for this Fire Force shit. So I'm gonna be in all on season 2, episode 1. I'll be there. So all right, so I had an interesting one. Nate, I don't think you haven't seen none of Bungo Stray Dogs, have you?
I've seen the first episode.
Okay. So I didn't peep this shit.
When he turned into that tiger thing.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Bungo Stray Dogs is I've seen all of season 1. Bungo Stray Dogs is a really, really, really good anime. So I recommend that to everybody that hasn't seen it. So somebody said, have you peeped that every character in Bungo Stray Dogs is named after an author, and their abilities are named after one of the books of the authors? That was like, what? I didn't peep
see,
that.
and I haven't watched. Okay, I haven't watched enough of it to put 2 and 2 together. That's interesting, though. That's really creative.
Yeah, I no, for one, I don't read that many books. So that, I'm sorry, I just gotta be honest. I don't read that much. I should, but I don't. I used to. I just stopped for whatever reason. So yeah, no, I did not peep that. So that's probably why I didn't peep that. But I think that is really interesting that they have the author's name and the abilities. So points for creativity on there.
Definitely, and shout out to whoever gave us that random fact. I will keep that in my head because I like knowing random facts. So
yeah. So this one I really didn't know how to answer, and maybe Nay, you could help me with this one. So they asked, what organizations did you see growing up spreading Black history and Black unity? Growing up, I didn't see a whole lot of spreading Black history and Black unity outside of.
You talking about like NAACP-ish?
I don't know. They just said what organizations. So, of course, yeah, the NAACP. But then again, Rachel Dolezal was ahead of that for the longest. So, then
I'm not doing this today. To be completely
growing up, I didn't see a
you,
lot of it, and we both.
I don't think we
both grew up in Cedar Hill.
I don't think I've seen a lot of people that were very vocal, like about. Honestly,
yeah. Organizations, as far as I go, NWA would be the only organization I probably. Okay, well, if they don't count, then I can't say anything. So
I am so done with you today. I'm done.
NWA.
I don't think
Ice Cube.
Probably about it. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, we're seeing it now, but I think when we were growing up, you just didn't see. And to be fair, like you said, where we grew up in Cedar Hill, it wasn't a lot of like organizations, especially the time when we really started in Cedar Hill. It was majority white at that time. So,
Cedar Hill was white as fuck when we were young.
Right. It didn't really transition till we got to middle school, and then it was about even. And then by the time we got to high school,
it's all Black.
But yeah. So. Honestly, now not saying there weren't any, and there probably were a lot in Dallas. So maybe asking somebody who went to like DISD, they might have been more. They might have seen more than we did because you get closer to the inner city. I feel like, they tend to get more stuff kind of catered to them because they have more Black teachers and stuff like that. We didn't have a lot of Black teachers,
right? Yeah, like I said, growing up, and then we weren't really like looking for that either. So if there was something out there that was like an organization that was, spreading Black history and Black unity, we weren't actively seeking that information. Right. And we were worried about fucking Pokemon cards and shit like that around that time. So now with an adult eye, I see shit.
Right, more, yeah.
Yeah.
More noticeable. So yeah, growing up, that's a good one. I don't know where that person is from, but whoever it was, they should tell us if they're especially if they're from the area, the general DFW, they should, let us know because I
actually can find out. Let me see. I can probably tell you who said it. Let me go back to it. Oh yeah. I can see all the responses this way. Why was I not looking it up? It was Shayla. Shayla asked us that.
Boy. Shayla. And see, Shayla from what, Bryan-ish area?
Yeah.
Bryan College Station. She got to tell us that she hadn't, because I would honestly be surprised if it wasn't like maybe church or something, that if they had something like that out there, just because I know how like that Bryan College Station area can be. That's a good question, Shayla. Okay.
Yep.
I was not expecting it to be Shayla though.
Yeah, that was
Shayla.
Shayla. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I was like, why the fuck? Why am I looking at on the responses page? But anyway, yeah. So that was Shayla. The first question we had, the first question was Rofane from I think that's Rome from fucking Worst Generation. I think
from Worst Gen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's him. I'm pretty sure it's him.
I haven't talked to him in a while. What's up, Rome?
Yeah.
Hold me accountable, Rome.
Yeah, do that shit. And then King Kazineva. He was the one that told us about the Bungo Stray Dogs. Fun facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his whole name. King Kazinave. Kaznave. Maybe it's Kaznave. Anyway, so the next one was Matt Harper. And he said, in all anime, which characters do you hate the most? And so off the top of my head, for me, it was fucking Bonjour from fucking Made in Abyss.
That nigga's a hoe.
He's a hoe ass nigga.
That nigga's a hoe.
He's a hoe ass nigga, man. That was only one season. I
agree with you on that.
Yeah, as far as hate goes, I
will add him to that. Show Tucker. I do not fuck with him at all. Like hate outside of them. That's a good one because I feel like, and you would think that those like people that you just hate would stick with you.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't say right. They don't. I wouldn't say I hate Sasuke. I don't care for him though.
Trash ass.
I do not care for. I don't care for Sasuke at all. Like I said, I wouldn't say it's a hate. I just he didn't move me like he moved a lot. He moves a lot of people.
Fuck Sasuke. And I say that with an Itachi hoodie on.
I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Damn, that's a good one. I would actually have to probably, even if I went through my my list of stuff of what I have watched and stuff, I don't think I would.
The fucking quotation marks parents of the Astro Lost in Space characters.
Yeah, them niggas deserve it. They deserve it. They definitely deserve it. You know what? I would say, I don't know, because I you know what? I hated Oscar for me. I think everybody felt like that. I was like, man, fuck Oscar. Then he became like a really dope dude. Oh, you know who I will say I did hate? Hyakimaru's dad.
Oh, what's his name? Daigo, something like that.
Yeah, Daigo. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
Like I don't like him. I think that's probably all I could think of off the top of my head. Yeah, his daddy was a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Good question.
That was a good question.
Yeah. King Teliano, our boy from Mike Check Waifu said, what's the most random anime that you've watched? Nay, I have an answer. I want you to go first on this one.
The most random?
Think about some shit that you probably just clicked on, just like, you know, what the fuck is this? And just clicked on it and press play.
And I probably didn't finish it if I did that. But see, I tend to be like really good about trying to randomly like put stuff down thinking I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But most random? I don't know. Cause I feel like maybe the most random, but it kind of goes with my genre. It's called Sea Control, I think it's called Sea Control, the Money and Soul of Possibility. And I literally was on I can't remember what anime site I was on, and it just popped up and I was like, and I didn't even at that time I didn't know the genre. I just was like, kind of like the cover. Click. Never finished it, but it's basically I feel like it's a isekai, but it's really like it says it's a supernatural thriller, but I feel like it's an isekai because it was like a kid who was like really good. almost kind of like No Game, No Life or whatever. It was this kid who was like gambling and shit, or he had the opportunity to like win all this money, but it was like he got sucked into a game to actually gamble, and like I can't even. It's a lot. I have the synopsis up. I'm not gonna read it, but I think that was probably the most random one, and I didn't even finish it.
Okay. So there's this one that was random as hell called Witchblade. And I almost got this fucking fruit fly. Witchblade fucking is the most random, etchy action series I've ever seen in my life. Essentially it's a fucking show. You had one too?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking dead.
On my damn face.
Yeah. So essentially it's a fucking lady that obtains this item called the Witchblade, and it transforms her into like this superhero. And in a way it's kind of like Kill la Kill, I guess, and if you think about it, but essentially she's fighting these fucking monsters and shit, and she's fighting a corporation that's trying to take the Witchblade back, and it's just a wild ass show, and I really don't know how to explain it any further.
It?
Oh yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
And they actually made a live action of it. Like, I guess it was popular at the time. I think it came out like in the 2000s. But yeah, Witchblade was definitely one of the most random things I've ever seen and finished. It was crazy. This is what she looks like, kind of. I don't know if you can see that.
I feel like I've seen people maybe on the timeline just bring it up, not really go into detail, but I don't know. That is different.
Yeah, but that was
a really interesting question.
I think that was the reason why I was watching it, was because I was watching with my ex at the time that watched anime. So I don't know how we stumbled on that one, but that was a weird one. Yeah, that one was from that was from Tell. Another I think it's another anime podcast called Entertainment 360. They asked us what was our choice for the best anime of all time, and I said clearly Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes, Mikey's.
Everybody already knows this already. For me,
I think I'm still gonna die on my hill for my personal favorite of all time is Death Note.
Okay. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna die on that hill.
Yeah,
and shout out, we have a new. We got to. We have a new follower. She's kind of new to Annie Twitter, but she says she really like glad that she kind of ran into like.
Oh yeah, I saw her. I know you're talking about
Annie Twitter. Yeah, that we're on. So shout out. I don't want to say their name wrong. We were just tweeting, but they started. They definitely started anime Death Note the other day. So shout out, and I'll get your name soon.
All right. And his next question, I guess, is technically for the both of us. So it's from the Weatherman, and he asked, how's One Piece so far? So Nay, how's One Piece so far?
I haven't picked back up. I was gonna try last night after I finally got home, but Netflix was tripping. I couldn't watch any anime on Netflix. So I was like, ain't meant to be. So I haven't picked back up where I stopped, which was where Luffy was about to fight that Butler dude, and the Butler dude like went crazy and was like just killing everybody. Like I said, I'm not moved right now. So, bro, you know what I noticed? I don't know if you've watched One Piece on Netflix yet. But when you go, so you know how usually everything is just in seasons, or like if they are in parts, you know, like I think Full Metal Alchemist is like in like part 1 and 2, 3 or 4, something like that. And then you have like JoJo's that are actually in parts as well. And on Netflix, they have One Piece split up in arcs. So when you actually go, I didn't know that. I thought it was just gonna kind of be like season 1, season 2, season 3, so to actually see the arc. And so I see where Pat told me if I don't like it by then, that I see that arc. It's like the 4th arc. He was like, if I don't like it by then I'm just not gonna like it. So I'm like, still got a nice little minute. How do you feel? Like, are you still just kind of like,
I'm past that arc, and I'm still not sold. You know, I'm not all in like niggas said I would be. So now that I passed that arc, niggas are telling me I need to keep watching for Water 7 with whatever the fuck that is. So I haven't picked it up in a good minutes, but I want to pick it back up soon. I will. I intend to, but I need to get these essentials out the way first. Really and truly, I need to get all these newer ones out the way first so we can keep talking about it, so I don't have to keep backtracking to old shit like One Piece. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm prioritizing right now, so I haven't really got a chance to watch One Piece. So
and One Piece is not at the top of your list.
It's not, and then they didn't even put it on Netflix where I'm at, so I can't fucking like just let it play. Like I gotta manually go on Funimation and let it play and shit. Oh, yeah. So
struggle.
Yeah. So if you want to know how I feel about One Piece, I'm there. So.
Right, I'm about there. Like I said, I'm only 17 episodes in, guys, so I haven't scratched the surface of shit. So I'm not moved either way right now myself. Yeah.
Next question is from Black Hero. He asked us what anime character has the best development. I said,
and you put my boy, the Prince of All Saiyans.
Yes, even though he can't catch a dub, you know, his development is still top tier.
It is.
Prince Vegeta, Zuko for sure.
Yeah, because we talked about this on Mic Check. Oh, that was a good one. We talked about this on Mic Check. I think we said Canute. I said Canute. Shinichi.
Ken Kaneki
from
Kaneki from
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said Oscar-Lod, even though I almost, when you look at it, I don't even really know if you can consider it growth, because it's really just kind of like the plan he had, because it seemed like he thought stuff out so far. I don't even know if I would call it growth. For us, I guess it would look like growth, but I think that was just kind of like how he was. So I did say Oscar-Lod.
Koro Sensei, but you won't never get to that point where you see his character grow.
I'm dead. I am weak. You know what? I actually do have that written down somewhere. I said Hyakimaru too.
Oh yeah.
And now for me.
Yep. I fuck with that one too. Yep. So that was from Black Hero. So this is Sensei LeGlove. He said, "Happy Juneteenth, niggas." And he said, "Teen Titans or Courage the Cowardly Dog." I said Teen Titans for sure, easily.
Teen Titans. I did like Courage.
Yeah, I like Courage too. It's just not.
Yeah, between those two, Courage, that nigga, them niggas, that he was just.
He could never get it out.
That shit used to be so funny. And Miriam, they was funny, bro. That old ass man. I need to watch that shit in the middle of nowhere. That was a good ass show.
It was, because that shit probably actually funnier as an adult, because you didn't pick up on certain things. I remember seeing a clip, and it was a fucking like ghoul or some shit, and he was like, I'm gonna curse your land, like return the slab. I'm gonna curse your land. That nigga used to say, "What's your offer?" What's your offer? You're gonna die.
Eustace was funny. Like, now that I'm gonna go back and watch something like you said as an adult, because back then I thought it was funny, but it was more so like watching them and how they were like moving and, you know, some of the stuff, like not actually paying attention to like the wording and all that stuff. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. That shit funny.
Yeah.
I do fuck with Teen Titans.
What's your fucking offer? I'm dead, man. Imagine you about to get cursed and you say, "What's your offer?" to a fucking ghost. That nigga doesn't have any. That shit was funny. That shit is fucking wild. Yeah. So
these days, I can see you doing that though.
Yeah, Sensei, it's easily Teen Titans, my brother. Even though we do both respect the hell out of Courage the Cowardly Dog, Teen Titans was an amazing show. Yeah. Okay, so this is it's technically a 2-part question, but it's one question. All right, so I'm gonna paint the picture for you. This is from Saida. So you know Saida from from Discord. Yeah. So she said, imagine you're locked in a room and you can't leave until you've watched One Piece or Hunter x Hunter from the beginning to end. Which series are you choosing to watch?
Hunter x Hunter.
It's not even close. Like, you know,
I need to get out the room.
Yeah, if I gotta get out of the room, you know, 148 episodes is a lot easier to accomplish
quicker to get through
than 930.
Because remember was that last week or the week before where you did the fact where they said if you watch One Piece all the way through with no OP and ending,
I think that was the week before.
It was like 10 days.
Mm-hmm. You have to eat. You have to shit. There's certain things you have to do. People have bills and priorities. Like, no. The answer is no.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, 100% Hunter x Hunter. And I also enjoy Hunter x Hunter more than I do fucking One Piece. So there's that. What is the one anime that you should let go? This is from Chris. Chris actually has another question from Discord. This is the one that was on IG. He said, what is the one anime that you should let go, but you can't quit? Do you have one off the top of your head?
That I wonder if that question is for like stuff that we're still currently watching or just one that we finished, but you like, man, I should let this shit go and I didn't.
I mean, if we're being honest, I should let Yu go, but I'm never going to do that. So you could technically say Yu for me. I should I shouldn't let Bleach go because Bleach is coming back next year. So fuck y'all.
I'm dead.
But I said High School of the Dead. Not that I keep watching it or anything like that, but for whatever reason, I enjoy the fuck out of that unnecessarily etchy show because of the action and the zombies. So, you
know what? I'm gonna go with JoJo's because I'm being forced at this point to watch it. Because I did, like I said, I did like part 2. With this part 3 is really hard, and I feel like I should let it go. But everybody's like, "No, keep going." So I'm still going. So that's gonna be that's what I'm gonna go with.
I promise you it's going to be okay.
And maybe Scum's Wish because it has gotten really, I'm like, I really can't believe I'm still watching this shit. But I'm so intrigued.
After you get done with part 3,
I'm going to say those two.
Them niggas stop being built like Johnny Bravo and like they built like normal.
That's good.
Normal fucking people.
That's good because them niggas be like you said, they all be like Johnny Bravo and them strong ass jawlines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if they got a different studio or they just got a different. They changed the art style a little bit in part 4. It's not the same as it was. It's a little bit easier on the eyes. So just put that in perspective for you. That might be also why I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the other part. So yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that was a question. And we're almost done, guys. I think we got one more. Yes, I didn't want to forget. Chris asked us a good question on Discord. So all the Patreon listeners, if you're not in our Discord, message me so I can send you the Discord link. And let me pull that up real quick. And I thought it was really interesting. He said, if you could pick 3 exclusives from each major anime streaming service, which service would have the best selection? And he said, I'm guessing the streaming services will be out of Funimation, Crunchyroll, Amazon, High Dive, Netflix, even though they don't have shit, and Retro Crush. So
Netflix automatically at the bottom.
So L for Netflix. Netflix exclusives used to be really, really good. And then they took a big fucking dive when they started implementing all things CGI. So,
yeah. I think for me personally, it's definitely really, really close between Crunchyroll and Amazon Prime. And I would probably lean towards Amazon Prime.
Me too.
Personally, only because Vinland Saga, Dororo, them were like, I mean, I absolutely love Vinland Saga. I really like Dororo. And I think there are What else did I watch?
There's another good one on there that I want to start watching soon. Have you ever heard
of the Immortal?
There you go.
Yeah, I actually started that. It was a while ago. I just never. I want to say Britt told me about it. I really want to say it was Britt who said watch it, but I haven't. I watched like an episode or two and just kind of forgot to pick back up on it. But I feel like Amazon has some really good exclusives. So, like I said, I think I'm gonna probably give the edge for me personally to Amazon Prime, but it's really between Crunchyroll and Amazon Prime. And you said Amazon too?
Yeah, I definitely go with Amazon. Because Amazon really hadn't missed that much. The only Amazon Prime exclusive I've seen that I didn't really care for was Pet. And I might just have to give that one another shot, in order to get into it. But Vinland Saga was my favorite of all of 2019, next to Attack on Titan. It was like 1A, 1B. I finally finished Dororo, and it's amazing. And I feel like there's another one on Amazon that I can't think of that was really good.
There was one I watched. I had started it, dropped it, and then when Kasha was still with us, she had mentioned it again. We were supposed to watch it together. We just never picked back up on it. Kokoku, or is it like Kokuku?
I know what you're talking about.
It's either Kokoku or Kokuku or Kokuko or some shit like that. And that was actually straight. I just never really finished it. It didn't. We watching so much other shit and be wanting to finish other shit. So it wasn't bad, but I did like the gist of where it was going. And that was cool. I think that was an Amazon exclusive.
And the Abyss is also on Prime.
Yes, it's so much shit on Prime. It is so much shit on Prime that I think people sleep on that, because I did see somebody say on Twitter one day, granted I did like their exclusives that I've seen probably a little bit more, but I seen somebody say Amazon doesn't have a lot of anime, and I'm like, no, if you type it in, you'll find it. And then some of the suggestions that they have, because now that I'm watching Scum's Wish on there are some outside, they had like Fruits Basket pull up, but there's some other like slices of life that kind of came up that they suggested, like, if you like this, suggest this. So
I'm actually going through all the Amazon that's Prime exclusive right now. So Scum's Wish, of course, is on there. Blade to be Immortal. Where's the other one to go?
Scum's Wish is an Amazon exclusive?
What are you watching it on?
I'm watching it on Amazon Prime, but I didn't know it was an Amazon exclusive.
That's what it said. It says Prime on here. I believe it's only here. Yeah. Banana Fish is only on Prime, and that's one that we've been recommended to, and we just haven't got to yet. Inuyashiki Last Hero is on here. I don't know if that's
oh yes, that's the one that where he turned into a robot and he was bong.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I actually did like that one. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna take
Babylon. Yeah.
Oh, duh, I like Babylon. Okay, yes, y'all. I'm leaning towards Amazon Prime because I definitely have watched a lot of their exclusives and really did enjoy them.
Yeah. Have you heard of Beelzebub?
Who?
Beelzebub, like the demon Beelzebub?
I haven't.
Okay, well that's a 2020 one on here. And I see it on here. Let me see what this is about. Yeah, see, in this anime saga, a chance encounter leaves a high school delinquent as a caretaker of a baby who just may be the future demon king. Okay. This might be like a comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely gonna lean with that. Well, you said like Netflix, like Agent, that first season was pretty cool. That second one kind of flopped. The Beginning was straight, but they haven't dropped a season 2. And like I said, and like you were saying earlier, some of their newer exclusive really ain't shit. Like I didn't care for Last Hope. I know Beastars got some, pretty decent reviews. I don't even think of what else would be considered that. Cannabusters was cool, but it definitely doesn't even top some of the stuff that I've seen on Prime. And like I said, Crunchyroll, we know they like some, OG stuff. And
yeah.
I definitely fuck with Crunchyroll, but I'm probably going to lean more towards Prime personally.
Yeah, Prime is starting to take over the shit for this exclusive shit. So
that's why he's going to be a trillionaire in 5 years.
Facts. 100%. 100%. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was a really good question, Chris. So I definitely want to talk about that on the show. Yeah, Amazon Prime. If you don't have that yet, please get that because it's a lot of good shit on there.
Yeah, and then we ain't even gonna talk about they damn regular shows.
Oh, yes, The Boys, Homecoming.
You said Hunters.
Oh man, yeah, there's some good TV on there.
I started Watchmen last night. Okay, we can continue with anime.
You started watching Hunters?
Oh, Watchmen.
Oh, what? Watchmen some heat.
I did start.
It's free. It's free.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, well, it's free for the Juneteenth weekend.
Okay. I wonder if that's why they put it on Hulu then.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so they want to amplify all the black shows and everything. And the good thing about The Watchmen, which I know by the time this drops, I don't think it's gonna be free no more. But if you haven't seen Watchmen, they start off the show with the Black Wall Street massacre. Yeah. So and the whole thing, the way they tied that into the show was amazing. So Watchmen is amazing, and I'm so pissed that they're not bringing it back for season 2.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to finish it this weekend. But yeah, I definitely started that. Sorry guys, got off anime again.
Loved it. Loved that show. Yeah, please let me know when you get towards the end and you see this plot twist, please.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that was it for
Ask Blanime's done.
That was it. Yeah. So shout out to everybody that contribute to that. Y'all are great people.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah. All right, bet. So it's Juneteenth weekend, so let's get into some black shit. So
news you can use, guys.
Yeah. So I got two things. Yeah, two main topics I want to talk about. So Daenerys Quinones has just revealed herself as the voice of Mirko from My Hero Academia. And she's also the voice of Nessa on Pokemon. Damn, I think I missed him. All right. And she just revealed herself, and I was very happy, that they used a black woman to voice a black anime character's voice. And she sounds amazing. She sounds just like any anime character would sound that's in a dub voice, of course. And she's also Harriet on Ruby, so Kasha should probably know who that is. I don't watch Ruby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know anything about Ruby, but I did just I wanted to point her out. Just shout out to her for being the voice of Mirko and everything. And they actually found out, which I kind of seen a little bit, but I didn't think it was noteworthy. But apparently it is that there's motherfuckers that are actually mad that Daenerys doesn't sound like
what they say as a stereotypical black voice.
That Daenerys doesn't sound like Shanae Jenkins, so they're upset that her voice isn't apparently black enough, which is odd.
Yes, I think, but so this is what I wanted to tell you. I was like, I'll kind of get into it a little bit when we start talking about it. Granted, I think that it's great. I think that she sounds great. To me, she just sounds like a dub character, because what voice actors do is they kind of change their voice to fit the character.
Yes. It's
not necessarily about anything else. But I think what some people were trying to say was that, how like when you talk to me, even when I have my professional voice on, I still have something about me where you could probably be like, I bet she's black, because I got a little I don't know what it is about us, but it's something about men and women or black men and women. Like, it's just something like in their voice. When you hear it, you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure they're black. Like, I can just tell I don't know what it is about it. So I think that's what they were trying to say. But like I said, with voice actors, they change their voices to fit the character that they're portraying. It's not necessary. And I get maybe that people are trying to put what the character looks like with a voice, but I feel like black people sound totally different anyway I don't really think it was a good argument. So I think she just sounded like a cartoon character, but I guess that's what they were trying to say, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I couldn't be a voice actor because I can't change my voice much. So if I were to be a voice actor, they would probably be like, oh yeah, she black as hell because she do sound like. I mean, I
And
don't
that's
know
okay. And that's also okay. So fuck it. It doesn't matter. Like she don't have to sound. She doesn't have to sound anything other than who or paying for her fucking voice. So if they're paying for her voice to sound a certain way and she sounds like that, then it shouldn't fucking matter to you dipshit ass motherfuckers that want her to sound a certain way. Any Twitter is full of bullshit. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Y'all niggas are fucking stupid. And I'm honestly sick of it. Y'all niggas are crazy as hell. She doesn't sound black enough. Like, bro,
I don't know. I don't really understand. So I'm wondering, okay, because I don't know if we ever, it's random and kind of off topic. Like, was there ever an uproar about Sam's voice from Cannon Busters? Because when I went and looked, she wasn't voiced by a black woman at all. And
no, there wasn't.
I mean, and I don't ever remember seeing issue like, you know, people like, oh, well, she don't sound black enough, and like, oh, she wasn't even voiced. I don't remember. So let me say that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I wanted to show you something.
I really don't know.
I wanted to show you something, Nate. Do you recognize this woman?
No,
for everybody that's listening. For everybody that's listening, this is just I'm showing a picture of a white woman to Nate to see if she recognizes her. Nate, that's the voice of Yoruichi.
And I knew she had a white woman.
Yeah. So nobody ever fucking got on Bleach and said, "Oh, Yoruichi doesn't sound black enough." Like, come on.
And that's what I'm saying. I want people, and granted, you know, if you're in the Discord or on our Twitter page, Instagram, whatever, you guys can respond. I'm really wondering if people are trying to say, like I said, that thing that I can't explain that I was saying earlier, like if someone talks to me, like I said, even if I have my professional voice on, there's still something in my voice where you're like, I know she's black. I just know she is. It's something. So I'm like, is that what y'all are talking about? Please let me know, because I don't really know.
And shout out to Wendy Leader, who I just showed on the screen. She's 60 years old, really? And I'm sure she's 60. And she has a pretty big track list from what I see on here. But like, this shit is stupid. If we went down every fucking black character and went through their fucking dub voice actors, y'all niggas are not saying the same shit for the same person. So I feel like y'all niggas just look for something to say about any fucking body. You know what? I'm tripping. We're talking about My Hero Academia, the most toxic fan base of all time. That's why. These niggas are 14, so they don't know how to fucking comprehend that, you know, you don't have to sound a certain way for a fucking voice actor to fucking sound. It's just stupid.
Right, like I said, like when voice actors specifically change their voices a lot. But and like I said, I keep going back to this. I really think they think, like, you know how like Samuel L. Jackson, like, I mean, he was on Afro Samurai, he was on The Incredibles 2, like he's voiced in like some other stuff, but it was always something, you knew it was Samuel L., but it was something about his voice that you just know. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Eddie Murphy with playing Donkey in Shrek.
Oh yeah. And I'm wondering if that's what the dragon on Mulan.
Oh, yeah. And I'm wondering if that's what people are saying. Like, I mean, granted, it's like we knew that it was their voice, but it was still something. If you're not a fan of Eddie Murphy, if you're not a fan of Samuel L. Jackson, if you never heard previous work, like when you heard it, could you tell, like, I mean, that's not the first thing I think of. Maybe in this day and time, it might be a little bit more so than before that. To be like, oh, is that that person black? I guess it would click to me if I heard it, like I said, the tone or something in our voices, like, oh, I think that's a black person. But I know people change their voices for what they're doing. So I don't know what people were necessarily looking for. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't really understand what they were wanting, because at that point, it's kind of like, well, are you trying to say she didn't sound like the stereotypical black voice, but are you saying she sounded white and what does white sound like? Because I feel like just because of how you pronunciate and things like that doesn't mean that it's proper or not. So that's what I was trying to say. Like, it has to be something like in her voice that they're trying to pinpoint to why I guess they didn't realize like what she looked like. I don't know. I don't know. It's stressful.
It's My Hero Academia. I forgot to temper my expectations for that fan base. It's awful. And I like My Hero Academia, but the fan base is fucking dreadful.
I didn't know it was that bad. Yeah,
but shout out to Aniris, because I love that we have more black voice actors out here. And is Chad about to die?
I hope not. He should shut the door.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to her, man. And like I said, I hope she gets more and more roles. She's Mirko, Nessa, and Harriet. Mirko from My Hero, Nessa from Pokemon, and Harriet from Ruby. And I think she's some more voice actors too. Those are the main three that I saw. Yeah. So in conclusion, My Hero Academia fans, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
The character is Japanese, so y'all lucky to get an English dub in the fucking first place. So it's okay that this black Japanese lady is voiced by a fucking black woman. And actually, she's I think she's all Puerto Rican too. So yeah, a black Puerto Rican on fucking Funimation dubs and shit. So respect her, respect that queen, and we support her.
Yes, and when we can skip, since we're talking about black queens, I want to shout out, me and Mikey want to shout out Destiny Senpai, aka from Getting Animated.
Yes.
Shout out to her for like getting that position at Crunchyroll. Like that's
I didn't even see that. She got a position at Crunchyroll. Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, she tweeted it. She tweeted it. I seen it yesterday. I don't know if she tweeted it yesterday, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm like
social media coordinator at Crunchyroll." Wow. Okay. Yeah, shout out to her.
So
shit.
That's super dope.
That's amazing.
That's super dope. So yes.
Wow. Okay, that's dope. Congratulations to her. Yeah. So on to more black shit. Let me pull this up so I can make sure I read it correctly here. All right. Netflix's CEO, and as much as we shit on Netflix's CEO and his wife donated $120 million to HBCUs, reportedly the largest single donation to historically black schools. It will be shared by Morehouse, Spelman, and UNCF, which I believe is University of North Central Florida. And he said, in quote, "Investing in the education of black youth is one of the best ways to invest in America's future." So Netflix, as much as I shit on y'all niggas for y'all's choice, y'all's direction in the anime that y'all want to go with the CGI shit, we got to applaud you for fucking doing the right thing and contributing to the black youth of America. So yeah, one time for Netflix.
I wouldn't say gripe, because that's going to be kind of, that sound be.
Oh, it's a gripe? Uh-oh, let me hear this.
I am very happy that they did that. So I'm not going to knock that. That's great that they're investing into the HBCUs and stuff like that. It would have been nice to see them divvy up that money to some other HBCUs.
Okay,
too, because
I'm with you.
You see a lot. Okay, I was going to say, like, because, I want to say Morehouse. I want to say Bill Cosby. I mean, you hear Morehouse and Spelman, sometimes Howard, that get a lot of money from different. Yeah, they get a lot of money, but what about Alcorn State, Alabama A&M, North Carolina A&T, PV, Grambling.
PV, Grambling,
there's a lot. I think, is it Delaware State? I think that might be an HBCU. Middle Tennessee. There's a lot of other HBCUs that don't necessarily get a lot. They don't have that big name, that don't always have the money. And I think there's a couple that might be on the verge of losing accreditation because they don't have the funds. And so it would have been nice to just see that money divvied up to other schools that aren't
smaller HBCUs.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm not knocking it because, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Great because their heart was in the right place, but it just would have been nice to see some of that money go to some of those other campuses.
So what do you think? Maybe 12 million to 10 different HBCUs? You think that would be kind of
That would
dope?
have been cool. Or even, yeah, like you said, 10 to, because some of those, like I said, you got your Morehouses and your Spelmans. I'm not knocking them, but I know they tend to get, like you said, Hampton, Howard, and some of those other ones, they tend to have people that invest in them a lot. You hear people getting donations, or those schools getting donations. But like I said, you don't always hear about some of those other ones. So it would have been nice for them.
Donations.
And
Donations.
Dr. Umar needs to be donating some motherfucking money to some shit.
Donations.
Because I'm trying to figure out what happened to all that money that he was supposed to open a damn boys' school a few years ago. But that's neither here nor there. He could have been giving some donations to some of the HBCUs too.
Donations.
Donations. That's the name of the episode.
It definitely is. I've already put it in my mind. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm not knocking them because it's great. Because that's like I feel like a lot of people are taking some steps in the right direction. Like I say, it just would have been nice to see some of the other ones that don't get as much love.
I respect that.
Some of that money.
That makes sense.
And I mean, I don't know if maybe the next people, I don't know if Netflix will donate again, but maybe the next bunch of wealthy people who make donations, maybe they'll be able to be the ones like, you know what, we know y'all got a donation, so we're gonna find some other campuses that need it. Yeah. Because I think like Paul Quinn is considered an HBCU, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
I think it is.
That's interesting.
I really, really think it is, but y'all might misquote me. I mean, there's quite a few, like I said, that I know are on the verge of even losing accreditation that probably could have used some of that money. I don't think Morehouse or Spelman are hurting for it, but I'm not gonna knock them for trying, for doing something for the community.
Right. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll shout out to Netflix for doing that. And yes, it's great that they're donating to those schools. Yeah, we do want to see some of the smaller HBCUs get some love too. Yeah,
right.
But still, regardless of Netflix CEO, what the fuck is his name?
Never knew it.
Yeah, I never knew Netflix CEO's name. It never said his name. Yeah,
I think that's the first time I've ever seen him to be.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. And matter of fact, use whatever money that you were going to use to fund fucking Terry Crews movie and put that to something else. Cause that fucking John Henry movie was ass. That shit was terrible. That nigga, that coon ass nigga, that shit was terrible.
That shit was horrible. When his daddy, it was already shitty, but when his dad did all that extra shit, I was like when he stood up, I was like,
that nigga took a shotgun to the chest and then still somehow got another. What did he do? Throw a grenade or some shit?
Yeah, and then said, I forgot what the quote was. It was some weird ass shit, and I'm like,
oh, what did he say? He said, "What? Oh, my dick was legendary."
Yeah, or something. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I was like, Chris, there you go. That was something I should have probably turned off, or and I really went ahead and finished it. Like that shit was some.
And they watched that shit because of me, because I was talking about how bad it was.
Yes, I did. That shit in my Joe Budden was a 2-pack of ass.
Nah, 2-pack of ass. I wish I had that sound.
I wish you had that sound clip. That shit was not good.
Yes. That shit was fucking awful. So yeah, get that shit the fuck out of here. Yeah. Please. Anyway, off of Netflix. So let's get back to it here. What we got? All right. So Black Clover is coming back. July 7th. So what is that? 3 weeks? 2 weeks from now?
Like 2 weeks, because I think the 4th is next weekend. No, the weekend after.
I'm about to say the 4th is not next weekend.
So about yes, I know. I had to think about it. So by the time this drops, I think it's 2 weeks from there. 2 weeks from the time they hear
Yeah,
this.
so Tuesday next week, so a day from when this podcast drops, 2 weeks from that day will be the 7th, which is a Tuesday. So,
it'll be back on schedule.
Yeah, it'll be back on schedule. It'll be back on Tuesdays.
Because we should be at that. We're gonna be in that time skip.
I did actually see that that somebody said that I can't remember where it came from, but somebody said that it was actually good that Black Clover got a break so they can kind of tune up everything that they've been animating. So hopefully, or tune up whatever the fuck they were doing. So hopefully, we get a little bit better quality.
Give the mangaka, yes, and give him
and
a
that
break.
nigga, yes, get that nigga.
I've seen a lot of stuff. Like I really hope he like takes care of his like mental health and stuff.
Get him his mental health days.
Some of the stuff I seen, yes, because he be like.
He be going through
beating himself up a lot. Yeah. So hopefully this was a nice little break for everybody that's working on that.
Yeah,
so
facts.
I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Super fucking excited.
We need that shit.
I cannot wait. We do.
I know y'all niggas don't care about Black Clover, but me and they do.
I was just gonna say, not everybody, but the people who do, we need that. I need that. I guess we could talk about the other ones. We could skip this one thing. And
let's get One Piece and Digimon return on the 28th, so that's a week from tomorrow. Well, from the 28th. Yeah, a week from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, because it comes out on Sundays. Yeah. So a week from yesterday. So I'm very excited about Digimon, way more than I'm excited about One Piece because I'm nowhere near fucking 930 episodes.
Boy, I was so mad when I went on my Annie list because when I finally added it, it was paused. So I'm like, okay, this makes you feel like you're accomplishing something. But now it's back up top on my stuff that's like currently going. And I'm like, 17, 930. Awesome.
Fuck that. That's way too much. That's too many episodes. Yeah. So One Piece and Digimon will be back. So everybody that's watching One Piece week to week, all 15 of y'all, bye. Y'all get your treat back. So let's see. Shout out to Disney. Okay, yeah, we already did Disney. All right, so your boy Dez.
My nigga Dez is horrible. So y'all, I put this on the docket. Mike was like, this shit funny.
I saw it too.
That shit is hilarious. So I didn't even know somebody responded back to me. So for people who don't know, EJ Earl Spence, he's a Dallas native boxer. 2 years ago, he tweeted this nigga Dez Bryant, former Cowboys receiver Dez Bryant, and was like, can y'all please tell Dez Bryant that Jiren is stronger than Goku? I don't know why he just now responded to it, but like a couple days ago, Dez actually responded to the tweet 2 years later and was like, no, he's not. Goku clearly went Ultra Instinct. One, I don't know why it takes you 2 years to respond to somebody's tweet, which I know his mentions be fried and shit a lot anyway, but when I guess my issue with the response was the clearly in that, because Goku didn't he went Ultra Instinct, but it wasn't clearly that he went Ultra Instinct. He powered up, but we know he hadn't at that time. I don't even know if he's mastered it now in the manga, but he hadn't mastered it. So one of my biggest arguments, because we've had this discussion before, I just don't know. We don't know Jiren's full strength because the rules of the tournament, we just like, nobody knows. They couldn't fly and shit. So I don't know if Jiren could fly. Jiren, I don't even think, I feel like Jiren could have went another level outside of that. So I responded back. I said, IDK, I don't know, fam. Granted, Goku hadn't perfected UI at the time of the fight, but I don't think Jiren was even at his max. And actually, somebody responded to me and was like, only reason Jiren stood a chance is because UI had already took a toll on Goku's body and it wore off. When Goku had the UI Jiren was getting smacked. Even when Jiren hit what seemed like his form, I guess he meant form of UI Goku was still ahead of him by a little. That's why Goku almost knocked Jiren. don't really understand. I guess he was trying to say that he was whooping Jiren. I just think there was too many factors that still could come into play on why I still just think Jiren was stronger than Goku. And I just think that that's that.
Des Bryant, as a lifelong Cowboys fan, I want you to shut the fuck up right now.
I'm dead. Bye.
I want you to understand that this nigga Goku, the only reason that they won the fight is because of Frieza and Android 17. Goku's UI got used up, and this nigga was done for, and Jiren was about to beat his ass, and then 17 and Frieza popped up and came in and saved it, nigga. They had to triple team this nigga Jiren to win the Tournament of Power. If he didn't have that help, it's over with. Goku would have been fucking on Snake Way running the King of Kai's house. It would have been over with.
Boy, I'm dead.
All right. It would have been the King Kai house chilling, dead.
I'm so dead. With the halo right at the
Yeah.
I think there was too many, like I said, it was too many rules with the tournament that I think you couldn't see Jiren's full strength. I don't know if Jiren can fly or not. Like that ain't even. But there was a lot of rules.
I'm sure
to
he
the
could.
Tournament. Right. It was just a lot of rules to that tournament that I feel like kind of could keep people from really, or keep us from seeing people's full strength.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bullshit. But Jiren is watching Goku because Jiren can outlast Goku. Goku doesn't have this master UI shit now to where he can just use it at will. That shit runs out. And that's just what it boils down to, man. If me and the nigga that I can fight, that I'm fighting, can both fucking fight, but he has more fucking endurance than me, then that means that I'm gonna lose the fucking fight because I can't fight as long as that nigga. So now, if I'm about to lose the fucking fight and my two niggas jump in the fight with me and it help me and I win, do I really count that as a victory for me? So yeah, Des Bryant, X Factor, former 88. Shut the fuck up, all right?
I am so dead. I still want to. My biggest question is, why did it take 2 years? I think that was what bothered. Why did it take 2? Like, what made you find that tweet and respond to it 2 years later? Like, and why didn't you respond to it then?
I don't know.
That blew me.
Because
maybe he just finished Super. Maybe
somebody searched it and responded to his. Maybe somebody commented under his 2-year-old tweet and he saw it and then responded. But if I would have seen that a tweet was 2 years fucking old, I'm just not responding to it.
Right at this point, I'm just not
text that nigga. Don't quote his shit 2 years later. I honestly, I have no words for him outside of shut the fuck up, Diz. You gotta stop. And I fuck with Goku and I fuck with Jiren and I fuck with all them niggas. But like, let's be real about this shit. I also don't like the fucking argument about the nigga saying that Broly's gonna beat Jiren. You're not gonna get the opportunity to beat this nigga. If this nigga Jiren is going full power from the fucking jump, that Tournament of Power arc would have been so fucking short. Mm-hmm. He was basically standing there the whole time waiting for somebody worthy to come up to him.
Because they said something about him being powered up with not a destroyer. Yeah, a destroyer god level. Did they not?
He's stronger. He's stronger than destroyer god level because Top was Top, who's on his team, right? Was going to be the next destroyer guy, and Jiren is stronger than that nigga Top. So,
bro, Jiren just too real because a nigga that's meditating and then looks and is like, let me know when somebody worth my while is.
Niggas said when one of you real niggas appear, then I'll stop meditating. But until then, all you basic bitches can do your little spat, have your little fucking fight, and leave me the fuck alone before your ass is grass.
Period. Like, that argument comes up so much, but the fact that shit was on the timeline the other night, and I was wild. Like, why are you just now responding to him? I don't know. I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over it. I think that was the last of the topic.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't have nothing else to say, but yeah, this is happy Juneteenth, everybody. Oh, I do have something else. Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yes, happy Father's Day.
When you're hearing this, it's past Father's Day, so yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. All my timeline dads out here. I know. Let me see off the top of my head. I know Chris is a dad. Who else is a dad? Malik is a dad.
Malik.
Is Taylor? Yeah, I think Taylor's a dad too. I think Taylor, if you're not a dad, I'm sorry, bro. I think you are. Yeah, but anyway, all the time I hear, yeah, everybody else that's a daddy out here. Shout out to y'all. I did get an air fryer yesterday for Father's Day, and I'm ecstatic about it. I'm really a fucking adult now, and I'm excited about an air fryer. So
this is true.
Yeah, so I'm already plotting.
Chad's a fucking expensive ass, and it's hard to buy gifts from him or he can't fit it. Shit, like bro, I want to get him some Air Maxes so bad they don't make them in his size.
Well,
so
Chad too tall to be wearing Air Maxes. He need to be wearing Sky Maxes. His feet are fucking long.
Boy.
They
don't even
Atmosphere Maxes.
Boy, bye. I'm gonna tell him that. I didn't even know that they stop at a certain size because I can always find a shoe for me. So we were talking one day because I was like, that would be a good Father's Day gift. And he was like, I was like, what's your favorite shoe? He was like, Air Maxes. He was like, but they only go up to a 15, so I can't even get them. I'm like, whatever. They don't, he like car shit, and that's expensive as hell.
Hey, hell yeah.
I don't know, guys.
Get that nigga a projector or some shit.
Shit, them get costly too.
Well, yeah, he be having the 4K joints. Yeah.
I was gonna say that one we had, that went out. That shit was a refurbished one, and that shit was like $550.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I peep some good shit on on Fat Kid Deals, I'll send it over to you.
Oh yes, thanks. I'm still blocked, so yes, that would be great.
Nay is blocked by Fat Kid Deals. I don't know how Nay is blocked by Fat Kid Deals, but fuck it. They had some beef.
He's a fucking sensitive ass.
That shit is hilarious. Yeah, shout out to Chad too. That shit is wild. Yeah, but I wear a size 13 shoe, and it's still hard for me to find shoes.
Oh, I bet.
But for a nigga that wears size yachts, I know it's even fucking worse. Like,
boy, yachts. He can't get anything out of store. They don't carry anything, so everything is online. And then I even thought about getting him a bike, but he's so tall, he had to get the custom made bike because bikes only go up to like 29, 30 inches, and like at his height, they said it had to be custom.
I used to be want to be tall like that, but then I realized how much of an inconvenience it was. I was like, you know what? I'm cool at 6 foot. Like, I don't have to be 6'5" or 6'6" or 6'7" like Chad. I'm cool. I'm not getting nobody rebounds. I don't care.
Hard.
I'm not grabbing any rebounds.
It is hard to get stuff from him. Like, I don't even know. Like, looking at him just like duck through shit, and I'm like, did you have to really do that? And he's like, yeah, I did. Like, you see my fucking forehead spit and hit the fucking top of the wall. Like, yeah, I had to duck. I'm like, damn, that shit crazy. I don't have to duck for shit. I don't have issues finding clothes. That shit is so funny. I bet Chad looked like
Godzilla the Cartier when he was just walking by and shit.
Bro, I know. I promise you got my eyes watering because one day, this is when he was real small. Chad had almost stepped on him, and I was like, "You better not step on my motherfucking dog." And Cardi, I think he might be the size of Chad's foot now.
Nah,
he might be. They might be the same height. They might be the same length. Like. And that might be pushing it, but he might be that big. But that day he almost stepped on him, he was going to crush him because his foot was clearly bigger than him.
What you telling? We already told you he almost killed Rain. Remember, me and Bobby told you he almost killed Rain. Yeah. He almost killed Rain for sure. No, like dead ass almost killed Rain because that Super Bowl and Rain was fucking this big. And nigga Chad lift his foot up laughing and shit. I'm like, this nigga was asleep right next to Chad's foot.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so bad.
Bro, he would have if it would have been fucking dog guts on my carpet and I had to tell that shit to Jennifer, I would have been dead.
Nigga, no.
Oh.
For real. I was so mad that day he almost stepped on that dog.
Oh
He's
boy,
he's black as hell, but
Chad's
I was
foot.
like, yeah, nigga.
Chad's foot needs like a fucking motion detector.
You know what you need to post that picture that Byron took with when they both had bands on and his band next to Chad's bands. Which was surprising. Honestly, when I got Chad those bands, I didn't know that bands went up. He said the same thing. He's like, I didn't know bands went up to 16, 17. And they actually were the same price as like somebody that were like mine. I was like, damn, I would thought they would have charged extra for like the extra like material that they had to use, but they don't.
Yeah, no, Byron had bands on. Chad had a Greyhound on. You don't get to call them bands when you wear a size 22 shoe. So
I'm so sick of you. I am so sick of you, bro.
Anyway,
I'm so dead, bro. Oh my God.
Anyways, man, do we have any recommendations this week?
I'm gonna recommend Scum's Wish. If you're, like I said, it might be. I would not knock you if you stop watching it because of how etchy it is. But if you like Domestic Girlfriend and you like the like drama slice of life that I'm really getting into, it's a good one. So shout out to the people who suggested it to me.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
I'm going to recommend Tower of God for everybody to finish that so we can do this review next week. So
yeah.
Hijack, if you don't have a Crunchyroll account, hijack somebody's Crunchyroll account or Verve or whatever site you want to use. We'll be talking about that next week. And also, words of wisdom, My Hero Academia fans, do better. Y'all niggas suck. And for everybody that's fried the Blanime podcast mentions and on Twitter, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing these fucking
Goku on a Roku.
Why the most basic tweets be going viral and shit? I never understand.
That shit was so funny. J-Rock sent that shit to me because I didn't even see it. So when I seen that, then I seen Vegeta on the fajita. I was like,
that was funny.
So done.
I did a bunch of them. I don't know why. I was just bored. I was like, let me do a bunch of these. So I did Broly on a roly poly. Trunks on some I did Trunks on some skunks. What else did I do? I had a really Karama on a llama.
I seen that one. I was like, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know what my fucking problem is, but that shit, I don't know how it's. But let me see what the number of this shit is right now, because I said, God damn, y'all niggas are still laughing at this. 5,000 retweets and 14,000 likes.
You be going viral. How many times have you went viral on the Blanime page?
Probably like 3. This was probably like number 4. All I know is you new niggas that are listening now, because of y'all seeing our viral tweets, make sure you follow and subscribe on Spotify and fucking iTunes and leave reviews and all that shit and support us. We appreciate you so much, everybody, all the first time and last time listeners
and the ones in between.
Yeah. We appreciate that shit though. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, watch Tower Guy. Watch Mob Psycho 100 season 2 and season 1 if you haven't seen neither one of those. I don't think any new shit dropping this week, but I think July is when all this shit is gonna either return or just new shit just dropping. So we're probably gonna have a lot to talk about in July. So yeah, this is let me see. This is the second to last episode in June. So I did want to get a quick shout out. So yeah, Scuba Steve's daughter was saying skirt. Was saying skirt because I guess she listened to the podcast with Scuba Steve. So I did want to shout out Scuba Steve's daughter, and I wanted to give a special skirt for her. So on that note, you know, wash your hands, wash your ass, and watch anime. And on that note, skirt.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Bye. I'm good. really good.
Good shit. Good shit.